everyone, and welcome to my very quick review of the Michelin Pilot Power 3s I've just recently put on my Diavel. I'm sure many of you, especially those in Australia, because I believe the Pilot Power 3s are quite new to Australia in terms of being an alternative tyre to put on the back of your Diavel, as you would know. We've previously been restricted to only one Pirelli Diablo Rosso II on the 240 section rear, but now we have a choice, and it's the first time I've tried the Pilot Power 3s, so we see how we go. I was actually not happy with the Diablo Rossos. In my opinion, certainly for Australian conditions, they were too soft. Because our roads are hot in summer, or certainly spring as well, the tyres get very warm, and I think they're just really too soft to compound for Australian conditions. And what I found was, especially the front wheel, severe cupping on the front wheel, just left or right of centre, it would really be quite bad, so as to shape the tyre to a point and making it quite difficult to keep under control and track. It would actually track find cracks in the roads or undulations. It would follow that track. Other than that, they were beautiful when new, and maybe for the first 2,000-3,000 kilometers they were great. They're super grippy, super sticky, but again, mileage was not that great, and the uneven wear. I felt that I was actually being cheated out of a tyre when I needed to change them, when they weren't fully worn but were severely cupped. The rear tyre, not so much. I've run them at various pressures. 38 rear, 36 front was probably my best result, where I was not getting as bad amount of cupping on the front tyre, and lower tyre pressures, and I think any lower than 36, 38 front rear, I was really getting much less wear out of my tyres. I would say about, maybe, if I was lucky, 7,000-8,000 kilometers. So 1,200 kilometers ago I've put on the Pilot Power 3s, and here's just a quick look at what the tread looks like 1,200 kilometers later. So we'll start with the rear wheel. So, as you can see, there are actually still a couple of chicken strips sticking out the side there. Tread is still quite deep, and even the center is still quite deep and quite far from the indicator strip, as you can see, sticking out there. Well, so it should be. It's only 1,200 kilometers ago, but I've been giving this bike a good mix of commuting to work, so rapid acceleration bits and twisties through the canyons. On weekends, I commute on the bike about 3 times a week, sorry, to work, and it's done well so far. You'll notice there's a line down the center, which I tend to think is probably a product feature, just the way the rubber has been cast. You'll find the same thing on the front wheel. So here, on the front end, you'll notice there's a line going through here as well, and it's probably just a marking along which the tyre rubber was cast. So here as well, we've got quite a distance from the here's a strip. Yeah, there's an indicator strip in there. Still quite a while to go. So the grooves are very deep, and it looks like it's wearing quite evenly, which has me very happy. Early days yet, but 1,200 kilometers so far, and I'll gradually keep you guys informed of how these tyres are performing. In the turns, took me about maybe 150 kilometers to really get my confidence up. There's quite a lot of wax on them that needed to be washed off by riding, but once that wax was off, these tires stick as good as the Pirellis as far as I'm concerned. So maybe in another 1,000 kilometers or so I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for watching.